Welcome back. Today we're going over the deadbug exercise. This is one of our favorite exercises to activate our core musculature and start building strength in our core to limit the impact that goes through our spine and solve lower back pain. So what I want to do with this video is show you the proper positioning, show you how to progress the exercises, and a few things to look out for to be sure that you're doing it safely and effectively to really protect your low back and get the most out of this exercise. So let's start with positioning, how to set it up. So the dead bug, you start on your lower back, and the first thing is to get into what's called a 90-90 position. And so what that means is our hips are flexed to 90 and our knees are flexed to 90. And then from there, your arms are going to be straight up. And so I'll show you a quick demonstration of what this movement looks like. You're going to bring opposite arm and opposite leg. So this is left leg, right arm down. And if I did the opposite side, right leg, left arm down. Now the thing that we really want to watch out for as we do this movement is our spinal position. We need to be able to do this movement without losing that spinal position. And that's generally what happens if we don't quite have the abdominal strength yet. Is what you'll see is you'll kind of exaggerate at that lower back. Your pelvis rocks forward and you break at that lower back. So if as you go through that movement and you're just not strong enough to get there, that's what we really want to watch out for. So next, let's move into the progression. So let's say you're not quite there yet. You can't do opposite arm, opposite leg. You don't have the strength to kind of prevent your spine from really breaking. So what you can do is just start with a hold. This is the easiest progression, and this is where I start off a lot of people, especially people who are in back pain and any sort of movement is really bothersome for them. You can just start with this hold, and again, you can kind of poke down in the abs and feel that your ab musculature is contracted. From there, you just move into your arms. So again, you maintain this 90-90 position in your legs. Move your arms back, just like this. Now, if that's feeling pretty good or you're feeling pretty strong in that position, then you can move to the legs. And this is where you really got to be careful about that spinal positioning, not letting your pelvis round forward and your spine break like that when you move into the legs. But that next progression, keep that 90-90 position, but bring your heel down to the mat. So again, you want to be able to maintain that spinal position. You can poke your abs again just to feel that they are contracted. Now, if that is feeling good, next progression is what I showed you at the beginning. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So you can take your left arm down, tap the heel, and your right arm back. Again, you're paying attention to that spinal positioning. Make sure you can maintain that spinal positioning throughout the course of the movement. Good? And then the last progression that I'll show you today is going to be just straightening this leg out. So instead of keeping that 90-90 position, you're going to straighten that leg. And again, this takes a good amount of work in core strength. But again, you need to be able to maintain that spinal position. And there shouldn't be any low back pain while you're doing this. That's a sign that you're not able to hold that spinal positioning and there's too much impact going through your spine. So that is the first couple progressions. Now, as we're doing this movement, there's a couple things to watch out for. They're minor things, but it's important that we just point them out so that you're sure that you're not doing it. First is a lot of times when I teach this movement, as they go through the movement, people are going through the motions and they kind of aren't paying attention, they're thinking about something else, is that their knees will hang and they'll kind of get into this sort of dead bug. So it's important that you maintain as much full body tension as you can, not let those knees hang like that. So really make sure 90, 90. And what I like to do is even bring our heels or ankles back. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna be a nice reminder to just keep tension all up the leg. So that's the first thing to watch out for, is don't just kind of let your legs hang like that. The next one is watching the top leg. So let's say I bring this leg down. A lot of times when people their bodies will try to cheat, what'll happen is they'll kind of bring this leg up and kind of this arm forward like that. It's going to take pressure off of their hip flexor here. And again, they lose that tension here. So what it looks like is, again, it's kind of like, if I bring that down, it kind of looks like this. So again, in this position, we want to make sure that the top leg stays in this 90-90 position. So don't let that other leg kind of flex up in that knee to bend. It's really important to maintain that 90-90 position. So that is the dead bug exercise. A couple things to watch out for to be sure that you're building core strength without aggravating your lower back. So again, my name is Dr. Carl Baird. This is Solving Pain with Strength. I want to thank you so much, and if you like the videos that we're making, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.